I am a diehard Milwaukee Brewers fan and a huge Pokemon player. Today, though, might surprise you a little bit. Yes, we're going to a Pokemon Go event, but we're going to the Chicago White Sox game at Guarantee Rate Field. The White Sox tonight are hosting Pokemon Go night. This is going to be the second Pokemon Go night that I've attended. The Milwaukee Brewers already did one. And in Pokemon Go night, they have Pikachu raids where the background is going to be that home ballpark. You can only acquire it at that one game, and you have to physically be there. You cannot remote raid these things. So our goal today is to get a shiny. We want to get a hundo. We are going to be trading immediately to see if we can get the very first ever lucky Pikachu for the Chicago White Sox in the world. So we're going to do that after the very first raid and see if we can get it. And we'll check out the game. We'll check out the ballpark. Like I said, I've never been there before. But of course, I can't go to the ballpark dressed like this, especially not with a Brewer cap on. So let's do something about that. All right, this feels kind of weird, but it is what it is. I have too much respect for the game to walk into a ballpark wearing a team that isn't the home team and isn't even playing in that game. We got the All-Star Game hat that I've had since 2003. We've got a Chicago White Sox jersey that I got. It cost me $20 because he's been gone for a few years. So no real complaints there. I love the feel of a jersey, so it was worth it. Also not walking home alone because we're going to be getting a Pokemon Go t-shirt. This is the one that they gave away at the Milwaukee Brewers game. It's got Brewers 25 on the back. And we're going to get a similar one for the White Sox game tonight. It comes with the ticket. The really cool thing about these regional championships for Pokemon are 2 days for Pokemon Go. For the other games, it's 3 because there's just so much that they have to get through. But 2 days for Pokemon Go. I'll have this shirt, and now I'm going to have the White Sox shirt. There's my 2-day outfits. I'm actually really excited about wearing those for regionals, and I can't wait to film those. But I think it's about time that we hit the road. So stick around, let's catch some Pikachus, and let's have some fun.
All right, we made it. We are at Rate Field here in Chicago. Finished up Pikachu raid, and we're doing our special trade right now. We're going to try to make it lucky. I'm sending over a shiny Squirtle from like 2018, I think. So that should go lucky for us. We're going to see how we do. All right, and it went lucky. 524. Stats are decent, but hey, this might be the very first lucky guaranteed rate field Pikachu of all time in the world. At the very least, we have the documentation. We've got the timestamp. We'll see. But as far as I'm concerned, this is the very first lucky Pikachu with the White Sox background in the world.
Well, it's a little bit past midnight. I just got home because it is a bit of a drive up from Chicago. I did get the White Sox t-shirt with the Pokemon Go on it. They didn't have a number on the back, though. It's just blank. So that must have been just either the teams just get to decide what they do with that, or maybe the Brewers just took a liberty that they weren't supposed to do. I don't know. But fun time. I did get my White Sox hat to keep that tradition going. I went with the City Connect one that's partially based on the Chicago Bulls. No shiny to report. You did see the lucky. I did a lot of shiny check screen records in hopes that I would get one eventually, and that would be like, hey, there it is, but that never happened. I did around 60 raids I will put the real number right here once I calculate exactly how many raids I did. And no shiny. And that's after 53 raids in Milwaukee at the one at the Brewer game. Again, no shiny. So the odds have not been in my favor on these MLB games, but I've been having a blast doing them. It was cool to finally cross guaranteed rate field off of my baseball bucket list. That is a goal of mine, to one day visit every ballpark. So now I am at 6. That's not bad. Honestly, not a lot of people can even get that high. So I'll take that. There was a torrential downpour towards the end of the game. So I was unable to reach some raids also. And it's also why I'm still a little soaked. But I tried to, stay in as much as I could. Security was trying to escort everybody out. Even though Pokemon kept putting in raids. So, I mean, obviously there's no connection there. The Pokemon or Niantic or Scopely, whoever's running that aspect, is not aware necessarily of the security trying to kick everybody out of the building. So that just is what it is. I still did as many as I could, and I wound up my second to last one. I got a 98%. So I'll take that. That's my best of the night, a 98%. I got a handful of 96s as well, which matches my best in Milwaukee. So I'll take those as well. I also got a 98% lucky trade from a friend in Milwaukee during that one. So I have a 98 from 2 different ballparks. That's pretty cool. I mean, I'm still obviously hunting the hundo, but I've got 2 Pikachus that are hundos already, and they're costumed, and really good costumes at that. These 2. So I'll take it. I also got to do a special trade with a good friend of mine from down in the Illinois area that I run into every now and then. Dan Farm, who is a really good trainer in the Go circuit. Somebody that I've learned a lot from, getting to play with him in local tournaments before my city started getting some locals at a card shop that I was able to talk into doing it. But before then, I would have to travel down to Illinois to find any tournaments because there just weren't any here. And he was at a lot of them, and we became friends. So we did a special trade because he didn't go to the Miller Park one, the Milwaukee Brewer one, and was kind of bummed that he didn't. And I offered him one. He sent me back this Zamazenta with the background from New York in-person Go Fest, which was really cool because I obviously wasn't there. So we both got a background that we didn't have yet. So that was really cool. And his ended up being really good. So I was really happy. His was a 3-star. So that worked out. And even better, I found out, because I didn't know that he had qualified for the World Championships in Pokemon Go. He finished like 83rd, and it was the top 75 were going to qualify. But he got in because the top 10 were people that won regionals, and that was their automatic bid anyway. So it extended another 10 down, and he got in. So wishing him a ton of luck. He's a really great guy, and I would really love to see him do well. And just one cool little bonus, I got to meet one of my favorite YouTubers, TheTrainerClub. This guy's content is amazing. It has been so helpful to me as a trainer over the years in Pokemon Go. Go check out TheTrainerClub. He was really nice. I got to chat with him for, I don't know, a minute or so, just in passing. I just happened to see him and walk past him and asked, "Aren't you TheTrainerClub?" And yeah, "Can I get a picture?" Yeah, and we chatted for a second. But he was really nice, and kind of got that vibe just through his videos anyway that he would be. So really, really cool to meet a trainer that I've been watching their content for many, many years now. And yeah, this was a fun night. Now the rain delay is not something I'm used to as a Milwaukee Brewer fan because we have a roof. And I'm sorry to be that guy, but it's true. So experiencing a rain delay is a little unusual for me, but kind of cool. The funny thing is, the Tigers game in Detroit that I went to was also a rain delay. So I don't know, because the Tigers, of course, were the opponent tonight. I don't know, maybe there's a connection there. Tigers, stop having rain delays in all your games that I go to. Anyway, thanks for checking out my channel. Thanks for being here and watching to the end. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe for more content like it. Also, tell me your favorite Pokemon in the comments, because I love hearing other people's favorite Pokemon. Right now, I'm leaning towards Yamper. I really adore Yamper. But I'm thinking I might use Fearow as my mascot for this coming Pokemon Go season, with regionals coming up in October for me. So let me know what your favorites are in the comments, and I don't know, maybe you'll help me get some more ideas for regionals if I don't wind up going with Fearow, but I'm leaning towards Fearow right now. Also, don't forget to check out my other channel, Fluently Aspec, where you can learn all things about asexuality, aromanticism, where we advocate, educate, and try and spread awareness of these identities that not a lot of people are aware are even out there. Not knowing is really hard. You spend a lot of time thinking that there's something wrong with you, that you're broken, and it feels really good to know who you are. I know who I am, so hopefully we can help other people find themselves too. Remember to be good to each other and to yourselves. I'll see you in the next one.